We did it.
Great to have you on board.
Way to go. Don't touch Jack.
All right, OG, okay.
Easy, OG.
We called in a crew of guys that do crime scene cleanup to get all the hoarder stuff out. Jack was not happy to let things go.
Nobody takes my piss!
Nobody takes our pee-pee.
But we finally got the place cleaned up. Yeah, almost.
Hello.
After all this women's work, it was time to get down to business.
Rufus, I'd like to pitch my new movie to you.
Okay.
I infiltrate a Chinese business, and I bomb all the factories where the kids make the MP3 players,
And I bring all the jobs back to America!
and then I get these Chinese bankers, you know, that keep America's debt hostage. And I mow them down, and I get myself some napalm. And then I say to the fellas, hey fellas!
Jackie, listen. I love the whole stick it to the Chinese angle.
Super.
But people, you know, they're a bit more sensitive now. The 80s are over, you know?
The 80s aren't over. I'll say when the 80s are over.
The 80s are never over. You don't just turn off the 80s!
Hey, Jackie, okay.
You know, I walk down the street now, people recognize me, people scream out at me.
Baby killer!
I never meant to kill that baby!
He's innocent. He thought it was a chicken.
Yeah, that's all
I
in
thought
the
it was
past.
a chicken!
That's all in the past now. Sit down. It's all in the past.
How could it be in the past? In the 80s, I could fly an attack helicopter. I could bomb any peasant village I wanted.
And I could feel up any girl that I saw on the street.
They were movies. They weren't real. Now, we gotta get you real. I want you living a whole fake life online. That's step number one. We're getting you a Life Invader page. We're getting you a Bleeder account. And I want you posting all kinds of stupid, annoying opinions, okay? So we got them online. And then people started to make negative comments about it. And then we had a major setback.
Go to hell!
You know what, Jack? If you go around killing every asshole that talks shit on the internet, you're gonna have a few million assholes to kill.
Get some ammo, get some extra body bags, and get an extra large popcorn, because it's gonna be a long night. That's a quote.
That's a quote from when Jack was popular.
Oh, yeah. It's a quote from yourself. And you know what? I'm pitching your movie. Nobody's biting.
What if I had a sex thing?
Like this. Hey, you got boom, 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 boom.
Bro,
And she's
bro.
like a boom, and I'm like a
Bro.
boom.
I'm directing this picture because it's gonna be a #1 hit.
Chinese people, who wants to get killed in a movie?
Get in the car. Let's go.
What's the problem?
Let's go.
I was inside a lady.
Imagine nothingness so pristine it's as far as the eye can see. Imagine being at the beach every day, but this beach is 400 miles wide and there's no water. Imagine the peace and tranquility of a place utterly devoid of life, like living on the moon, but with snakes. For millions of years, people lived where the water was, until now. The Gran Sonora Desert. Come live where there's nothing there.
In 1950, the first Up and Atom restaurant opened. Life was simpler then. The 50s were a sacred time for our nation. Good, clean food, happy, homogenous people, and well-segregated communities. An enemy we understood and could control with the threat of nuclear apocalypse. Such was the excitement of the atomic age. That can-do American spirit is in our DNA at Up and Atom. We invented the triple burger, the 10-slice of bacon triple cheese melt, and extra creamy jumbo shake. And of course, the legendary two-way speaker box for people that are too lazy to get out of their cars to eat. We don't succumb to trendy health fads. At Up and Atom, we've kept many of the same menu items. We still serve up all of your weekly saturated fat, salt, and sugar needs in one convenient setting. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
We're reclaiming the rainbow!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, the upper middle class superhero team that protects your innocence any way they can. They are Tallulah, Sebastian Caden, Zoe, Quota, and Dirk.
We don't tolerate different.
We're heterosexual overdance!
Fighting evil in multicolor bad.
And that's good.
Gonna save the neighborhood
From sex!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
And what does science teach us that caused the dinosaurs to go extinct, Tallulah?
A giant meteor?
No, not a giant meteor. Sebastian Caden?
A huge flood?
That's right, Sebastian. A giant flood that in fact destroyed the dinosaurs and the Romans. Now, we as a civilization face an equally devastating threat from the environment. Now, what is that threat? Quota.
Climate change?
Correct, climate change. Ergo, a dangerous change in our moral climate that makes us stop caring about the terrible menace that will alter the future of civilization as we know it. Yes, I am talking about a football game. Now, this weekend's big game against our arch rivals, Wickenburg Canyon High. These are evil, evil people that must be stopped. Now, next week, we'll move on to the insect family and the important role abstinence plays in their survival. You see, family is important, people, and everyone in this school is like family. And that's why we don't sleep with each other, as incest is just icky.
Mr. Hitzman, did you really mean what you said?
Oh, yes. Crickets do talk, and they love waiting for that special person to make baby crickets with in a creative and loving way. Now, one day, when I've mastered my inappropriate longings, I hope to meet an understanding Mrs. Hitzman and have some little baby Hitzmans running around. We'd probably get a Manny to play with them and help out around the house a bit. Perhaps he would be a strapping German boy with brown shirt and big muscles and an enigmatic laugh that said more than words ever could. And then in summertime, he'd work topless, his Aryan sweat producing a glimmering sheen off his sizable...
No, about the end of the world.
Oh, yes, of course, but you guys are going to stop it. Observe, Wickenburg Canyon High, state-funded.
Oh my God, ew!
There are some very dark things going on there in the name of so-called science. In fact, our recent intel tells us they are harvesting souls. That's right, millions of little souls called stem cells. Now, Team Stem Cells are harvested from a pregnant woman's belly button near that smelly, disgusting hole thing they have down there.
Is that called a vagina?
Yuck! Don't even say it! I believe the male member is much more elegant and surprising. Why, one time, I was playing a game of sword fights with my
Sir, about saving the world?
Yes, we have to stop them. You see, they want to build a mutant army and give people extra arms and legs so they can win at football and fondle your wives and daughters at the same time.
Really?
Really? Hey, where's Dirk?
Hey, team! Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, yeah!
Dirk?
Oh, yeah, sorry I'm tardy. I'm just so full of school spirit, you know? Parvenu Hills rules, woo!
That's okay, Dirk. You're good at sports, so we turn a collective blind eye to your remedial level reading skills.
I can't read.
I know you can't. Lack of basic manners, mistreatment of classmates, and the fact that you're 25 years old and have yet to come close to graduating.
Oh, thank you, Hillary.